I did for my birthday, just like we did last year. Honestly, I spent it with the same person. I went around the same areas for a bit because the trip was really just planned to get away from work. I've been working my butt to the bone, and it's been exhausting and stressful, and there's a lot of things that I need to make decisions on in life, and I needed a vacation to really think about things, just take myself away from everything that was stressing me out and have an outside perspective. So this vacation was kind of like a staycation in a different location. Which is really like what I like mostly about vacations. I don't like doing vacations and planning all this stuff. I like just sleeping. But either way, before we get started into what I did, I want to say thank you to anyone and everyone who sent or contributed to a birthday gift. I am unbelievably thankful. Honestly, the amount of people that just showed their support for me and gave me a birthday, it was really nice because when I came home, they were the gifts that I had. I didn't have anything else. So you guys made me feel really loved, and I want to say thank you so very, very much. I want to show some of the gifts. So one of them was a contribution, and I don't have that gift. I just have a contribution on a gift. So I'm pretty sure it's new Switch controllers, but I'm not exactly 100% sure. My wish list is very private and doesn't really share a lot of information. But I do want to say thank you to Kaz, Laura, a couple anonymous people here and there who supported and all contributed towards the new camera that you're actually on. Yeah, I know, it's exciting. Yay! And then I do know that this person popped in my stream, and I can't remember their Twitch username, but they were anonymous on their own. So thank you to Anonymous and potentially another Anonymous. I don't know if it's the same Anonymous for the speakers. I am so excited about these ones. I honestly am just really happy to be able to hear what I'm working on and then go and do my work while sewing and stuff. Because since getting a computer, like a PC, not a laptop, that's been my biggest issue, is not being able to take what I'm editing or what I'm working on and being able to hear it clearly. And, since the PC and since the monitors, like, I have to listen to everything through headphones, and I don't have Bluetooth headphones, so, I do, but I don't set them up with this PC. It hurts my earrings, and I'm restricted, and now I'm not, so I'm so appreciative to them. I can't wait to hear how they sound. I know it's going to be flippin' amazing, and honestly, it's going to make migraines hopefully less frequent, because maybe then I'll just only be wearing headphones for specific occasions. So I don't know, but I'm excited, and I'm just really, really thankful. I'm just looking around. I have like little desk space, and I don't know where they're gonna go, but I'm super excited. And then I do have a beanie lying around here somewhere from Kaz. I can't find it at the moment. I just had it yesterday, like yesterday night when I opened it, and now, I don't know. My dogs like to take things and cuddle with them, so maybe it's in their den. But I do want to say thank you to those who supported towards the stream deck. I don't know any specific names. It didn't really give me any, but I'll have to double check if it released the names or something. But I already actually have it set up a little bit for streams, and I am just super excited. So we have the basic stuff here. And then I put YouTube here just in case we ever go back to YouTubing streaming, because we might have to go back that way. It just wasn't as popular. TikTok's just being a butt face. But like, how amazing is this? I can turn my volume up and like, it's just like having like a little mini like computer in itself. So thank you so much, because honestly, this is going to open worlds for me. Like, this is going to be able to travel with me places and make, streaming on the go even easier. So thank you, because the possibilities with this are like almost limitless. But either way, let's get into my vacation. So let's start with my packing. So I packed this really nice fabric because I didn't finish an outfit that I wanted to finish in time. And my significant other was like, oh, well, we're going to visit my grandparents and my grandma sews, and she's willing to give you a machine because she has an extra one for the time being. And I'm like, okay, I'll see what I can do in the couple days we're visiting your grandparents. I'm kind of nervous. I don't like bringing projects. I don't like traveling because I don't know what I'm going to need. So I packed elastic. I packed all my pattern samples because I did not pack my pattern paper. It was like, I cannot pack pattern paper. That's too much. And so I packed my sample muslin fabric, and then I packed my good fabric, and then I packed the samples I made in the good fabric that I thought were going to be final phase that were not, okay? They were not. And then I packed some thread, a bobbin, like a couple like handy tool things, like not needles because you can't bring needles, not scissors because blades, not pencil sharpeners, but yeah, I brought some drawing stuff, so I packed all that. I packed a book, I packed my laptop, I packed my Switch because my Switch currently, I need a new screen for it, and I don't know if they're coming out with the Switch 2 or if I should just get a new OLED screen, but so my Switch screen doesn't currently work, so... Oh, I forgot about one of my gifts because they're on here. So, from Rye Bread, I got these little cute, what are they called? I don't know. Either way, I love them. The stickers don't work too great, but, we're dealing with it. So, if I hit the power button on my Switch, the screen is jacked. I know someone who does hardware working and thought they could fix it, so we were going to fix it, and it didn't work. The screen is just broken, and I don't know what it did. I don't know what happened. I don't know where the wiring went wrong, but these are fragile little systems, so I hope if they make a second one that it'll be a little less fragile and the battery lasts longer. But either way, so that was like night one, is that I went there, and I packed that, and we tried to fix that night one. But basically, I packed all of this stuff, 12 days, lots of outfits, birthday outfit, backup outfit, lots of things. My suitcase was so flippin' heavy. And I went in, I was like, he's going to take this, he's going to take this, he's going to ship these back, he's going to ship my shoes back. My bag is going to be lighter. Little fast forward, my bag was heavier when I came home. But either way, so the first night we tried to fix the Switch screen, it did not work. Second day, my significant other had to work, and the following day, my significant other had to work, but they were working from home, so it made it a little complicated to get my work done, and I didn't do any editing because of it. I did do 2 streams while I was there. Thankfully, I had the time to do that, but I was so tired and exhausted that I just sat there and thought about decisions and things I need to get done. So, either way, he had given me these wires for the camera, because the camera had arrived right before I left, like the day of, and we noticed that I needed a USB-C to a USB whatever, type A or whatever port, because my computer, which this is also a thing that you can find on the Throne wish list, so my computer jacks are kind of broken. The case is really nice, but the jacks came a little wonky, and my headphone jack broke, and I've never had a USB-C on the motherboard, so the USB-C jack doesn't even work if I wanted it to. We need to look at my motherboard and see what's editing there, but I need multiple parts to fix that. So I have this wire that they gave me, so that's handy. They gave me 2. I only needed 1. So 1 is currently in use, as we can tell. And then we went, when we were visiting their grandparents, we went to, the museums, and So we went to the local museum where my significant other grew up, and it was basically like Oregon Trail learning, the Transcontinental Railroad, the highway systems, and all that. So it was kind of a little boring, but from someone who grew up in the East Coast, the most expansive knowledge you get about that time period is the Oregon Trail game. Love that game. Died so many times in that game, but it was great. So we did that, and then I got some arrowheads. Of course, they're not real, but they're made in Mexico. I can't open it because of the sticker. I'm struggling, okay? Okay. So I got this one. Oh, wait, that's the sticker side. Don't look at the sticker side. Don't look at that side. I got this one. Isn't it pretty? And then I got this one. There's no sticker, so we don't have to worry about that. And this one actually is brown and black. I don't know if you can see with my lighting situation. I don't feel like pulling up better lighting, okay? I'm still tired. And then I got this crystal because they wanted me to pick something to remember it by, and I was like, lotion? You want some popcorn, chicken poop, chapstick? Want a coin? So I was like, what do we pick? And I was like, okay, I don't want to pick things that are super, super pricey at the same time, so cheapsies. And I'm pretty happy with them, honestly. I'm pretty happy with them. And then, what else did we do? Oh, we went to Sonic and got shakes. And I met his grandparents, both sets. One I had a Zoom call with, the other I met for the first time. So that was really fun, and their mom made really good soup. And we left because they had to work on Monday. And so we headed back Sunday night, on our way back to Sunday night, we stopped by both of the grandparents' places and just kind of said bye, because we didn't say bye the night before because my significant other is a bum and goes into their room after dinner and watches a movie. And their grandparents left without saying bye the night before, so we had to go say bye, and we had a conversation. We dropped off some fruit because their mom gave us fruit to go, and we ended up giving the fruit to their grandparents because we had a long trip ahead of us, and realistically, we were going to do pit stops and stuff, so we didn't know if the fruit was going to last, and honestly, I would have taken it at the end of the day. But if we could hand it off to other people, that's beneficial too. So we handed it off to their grandparents, and then we went to the other grandparents, which were a little further out. You know, they live still where my significant other grew up. And I learned that my significant other, after dropping by their grandparents and getting the sewing machine, we did a tour of colleges, high school, elementary school, middle school, home. I realized that directly across from my significant other's house is not only their elementary school, but their church. And that was just a whole different vibe from the way I grew up. I mean, we had a church close to us, but we did not go to church at all. And, you know, my parents were very all, like, your own religion, find your own self in your own way. Like, you can take little bits here and there and be your own person, which I feel like is why I'm so open to other religions and learning about them and stuff, because I take little tidbits from each religion and go, yeah, I like that, and, you know, that aligns with who I am. I don't think, personally, I think everyone is to their own with religion, and, you know, if you want to take tidbits or you want to fully follow one, that's your personal decision. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't bother me what you do. As long as you're not enforcing it on me, I'm chill. So I learned that, and that was kind of a fun experience because who they are now is somewhat different, and that has to do with who they are and why they are the way they are. So it was a weird experience to learn how close that was, but also cool to find out a new side of my significant other. And then we chilled for the next couple days. They worked in the day. We went to get ice cream a lot. We went to this one ice cream place, and it wasn't as great, but there was a lot of children there at the time. So I don't know if we really got to sit there and look at the menu as much as we would have. And then we went to another ice cream place, which is like, they're really like number one in the state ice cream place. But it was like $20 for 4 scoops of ice cream. Like, we both got 2 scoops, and it was $17.05. And I'm just like, for the cost of living here, that's expensive. And they're like, that's like $8 a person for 2 scoops of ice cream. That's $4 a scoop. And this cost of living, that should be half. So I was a little shocked at that price. And then I took a lot of napping situations because I started a new anxiety med. I started this med literally the day I left for vacation, and it causes drowsiness, and I take it at night, and it just knocks me out. Like, even in the day, I woke up really drowsy, really exhausted. So it's battling that the entire time, and I ended up just losing the battle because I slept a lot. But you know what? Sleep is necessary and stuff. And, you know, my birthday was coming up, and we wanted to do a lot for my birthday. We went to the zoo. So we explored the whole area. They had a new gorilla area, actually finished just before. So we went to that, and that was super fun. The gorilla exhibit was, well, the gorilla, chimpanzee, and monkey exhibit was really, really in-depth, and they did a really good job with it. They only have one bear, and it's a sloth bear. He was not awake. He was by the door. The red panda was there this time. They actually had a red panda for the season. Usually it gets really hot, and I feel like they put their red pandas away. And then we had to see the tiger and the giraffes, and there was so many elephants. So we went to the elephant part, and I just thought it was super cool because they had like 4 babies and 5 adult elephants. Like, this male elephant was doing work. I just thought it was so cool to see each of these babies in a different phase, because some of them were newborn, some of them were like toddlers, and some of them were teens, and it was just really cool. I was just super excited. I love elephants. They don't have polar bears, so I have to get excited for my second favorite. And the giraffes are my third favorite. So seeing all the giraffes out, actually not in like the hot exhibit area, it was really, really cool because they had a baby giraffe go through a little sick phase, and it was actually out for the like first week or whatever. I don't know how long it's been out, but like, Hope's out, and that's just great. I was so excited about that. And then, so I did take this home. This came with my significant other's eggs that we bought. There's a little crossword, a little times, and then they tell you who the bird of the month is, which this bird was Jovial Justine. So I had to take that as a little memento. I have a bottle cap as a memento somewhere because we tried this root beer or whatever soda from the Target that my significant other spent 3 years of their life at, and they've never seen it anywhere else, so we had to get that. What else did we do? We did so much, but like so little at the same time. We sat and watched movies, we made popcorn, we made home-cooked meals. I brought some of my old HelloFresh recipes, and we made some of those. They loved every single one of them. I ended up asking if there's a way, because my Switch is broken and I'm doing a lot of travel recently, if we can get my Switch to be on my laptop, and if there's like a way. I didn't think as simple as the capture card that I use to do it, and they misinterpreted as get the laptop to a television. So they sent me home with this big 2-block 4-wire mass, Yeah, it's heavy. This is what made my suitcase heavy as heck, because I did not come home with as much as I left. And so we have a wire here, an HDMI port, the plug, battery block, and then all the ports you could think of block, even an Ethernet block. And then we have the plug that plugs into the type of computer I have, traveling wise, which is the Surface. And then we have an HDMI to an HDMI mini? I don't know. Look, my significant other's in tech, but I'm not that smart, okay? I only know so much. And that just fell. So yeah, they gave me that. They also gave me a little suitcase tag that I did not put on my suitcase, because I don't know if I want a suitcase tag. Like, it would be nice, but at the same time, like, I don't really know if I want people looking at my suitcase tag. Leave me alone. Don't look at my number. Don't look at my address. Stops. Creepies. And then, so we went to the Bouillon, which is like a Michelin star restaurant and like the fanciest one in the city. Because for my birthday, I asked literally to just like watch a movie at home, and because we're saving money. Right now, we're saving money for future activities. We have activities that we want to do that are a little pricey, and we're saving money. And so I just asked for, I'm going to send you these really nice cheese knives. I'm going to, buy some cheese, buy some crackers I can eat, and that's all I want is cheese. Maybe wine. Maybe, I'm not a big wine fan, but maybe a nice wine, I guess. It goes well with cheese, right? They like wine, so there's that. And we just watch stuff and just stay home. And they said, okay, I can do that. Yeah, send the cheese knives. And I sent the cheese knives, and then all of a sudden, we're going to a Michelin star restaurant. And I'm just here like, okay! But it's French, so it's like, we can have escargot and all this stuff. And the menu was really large. And then we get there on my birthday, and the menu is seasonal. So it's like 5 appetizers, 5 entrees, no desserts, 3 specials, and the specials are over $50 each. And we're both looking at each other like, okay, what are you gonna get? What am I gonna get? I can only get 2 things personally. There's 5 entrees, and 2 of them I can eat. One's a fish, and one's a potato latte. And the other 3 are meats. And the fish is like $40, and I'm like, that's a lot of money for a fish I probably won't like. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get the rosé and the potato latte, because I was like, cheapest. There was also caviar for $58, okay? I wanted to try it, but no, it was way over budget. And my significant other went, I would do the same. And I'm just here like, why didn't I order first? Why don't I ever order first? You always order what I want to order, and I get mad. So, so we did that, and for the next couple days, we just spent it at home. We both rated the restaurant like a 7 out of 10. Not any like harm to the restaurant. Just, it wasn't a menu we were expecting. We went in with an idea of what we were gonna get, and then we went, oh, it's seasonal. So it was funny for us. But I have this little postcard they gave us as memento. I did the same thing with our last restaurant for my birthday. Because we went to Moosewood or something, and they gave us a postcard. I don't know what the theme is with giving postcards on my birthday, but I like it. And then we just went home and ate ice cream, because we had ice cream at home, and we've been going out and eating ice cream all this time, and we just didn't really want to spend a lot more money. So we went home and watched a series while I sewed some pillowcases. And I finished both of the pillowcases, and I wanted to work on this blanket, and I had like 1 day left, and I needed to pack, but I was grinding on this blanket. So I made this blanket, and we wanted to make a specific shape didn't end up working out because too much brain power for my significant other. Then he wanted to do a perfect square, and we decided that was too much brain power, so I just made a blanket. We just cut panels, and I sewed them back together, and I cut them. And sewed them back together, and then I cut the polar bear on top fabric and sewed that together, and it was basically 3 in the morning when I was done. And I had 1 day left, and I mean not 1 day left, I mean I had to fly out 5 p.m. the next day. So I needed to pack and get everything situated. And you know, I had so much stuff, and we went and bought my mom a book while we were at Target and all of this stuff, and my suitcase was overfull. I ended up saying, hey, can you ship this fabric? Can you ship my shoes? Can you ship, you know, all of the prototype stuff? Like, and they're like, well, what about the scrap fabric from the pillowcases and the blankets, because I'm keeping all my scrap fabric. I'm going to turn it into bracelets and refurbish it and sell stuff on Etsy and, you know, not fabric waste. So I'm going to start doing that one day. And I was like, well, just keep it. And, you know, when I see you again, just give it to me then. And for right now, you know, you just keep that. And you know, you do what you have to do. If you have to send it out with the other stuff. But right now, I can't carry all this, and we're going separate places. So I need you to ship this before, you know, you can move on with your life. And so I packed up my suitcase as well as I could. It was heavy as heck. My bag was heavy as heck. I picked the wrong carry-on bag because my personal item bag, I switched it out, and I need a new one. But I switched it out from my regular one to a backpack, and that was stupid because it's smaller and it made everything heavier. But I don't think my carry-on that I would use would be considered a carry-on. I feel like they'd be like, oh no, that's too big when it's packed to the brim. They would more consider it to be the carry-on versus personal item. But hey, maybe I'll try it out one day. But either way, yeah, so I flew out. Ride was turbulent. Full. There was a lot of storms, so I thought it was going to get delayed or canceled, but we left before the storms hit, but went through the storm clouds. Came home at like 9-10 p.m. Drove home, talked to Mark about my car and everything that needed to get done. Not much got done. And talked to my mom, gave her book. Mark complained about how he didn't get his steaks, but his steaks were like $100. And then I asked about birthday gifts, and they didn't do anything. So I went upstairs and I unpacked, and I repacked for a work trip I'm going on. And I might do a video after my work trip because it's just going to be an experience. But honestly, I finished a book. I did finish a book. I finished a book about Pinocchio, which was fun. So I packed a book about a twisted tale about Snow White and a twisted tale about Cinderella for my work trip. And I got a lot to do. I got some videos to edit. I got to get at least 3 to 4 Tuesday style videos and edit. And then I got to get at least 3 to 4 Thursday or Friday style videos and edit. And then I got to do an audition. And, you know, I packed already for my work trip before doing this. But I got to record some more things. I got to set up my speakers. Continue setting up my stream deck. I got to stream tonight. So there's a lot going on. I'm jumping right back into it. But, you know, either way, it is what it is because we're back on the grind. I got some big decisions I'm going to make. Right now, I'm unsure on whether or not I'm going to continue or not. I don't have the funds to continue with what I want to continue. So we will see where life takes me. But either way, got a lot of big projects in the work and got maybe even more if this audition works out. It is an audition that I'm not trained in, talent-wise, so I'm a little scared here and there. But we will see. We will see. We'll see what happens. You got to be positive about everything. Even though I'm not trained in it, the character is not talented in it either, so maybe it'll work out. But we'll see. I'm nervous but excited to see if I can get everything done by Saturday when I have to leave. So we'll see. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video and hearing what I did for my birthday. I don't even know if that's everything because there was so much jam-packed into a couple days. But either way, I hope you stay amazing and stay beautiful and positive and do what you want in the world, because that is kind of what I'm trying to focus on doing. No matter where it takes me, I am just trying to be happier. Especially with my anxiety meds starting, I know my anxiety and my stress levels are getting worse here. So whatever I can do to get out of that environment is what I am doing. And I hope that you do the same. Stay beautiful and positive and amazing. Bye, y'all!